It is the government's vision to double farmers' income over the next few years. And it is going to happen when we promote agri-exports. So for the first time, the Department of Commerce has also issued an agri-export policy, which is also there in the public domain. One of the areas in the agri-export policy is where 25 different clusters have been identified in the country, which are clusters dealing exclusively with different types of agri-commodities. And now we are looking at how do we bridge all those challenges which are there from those clusters to make those produce come to the ports.
Cold chain is logistics, it's not infrastructure business. Cold chain was hijacked by infrastructure providers rather than by logistics service providers. Cold chain does use very high-tech infrastructure. It's necessary to have that partnership between infrastructure providers, infrastructure creators, technology providers, but it has to be implemented by logistics service providers.
The industry sees a lot of challenges before it can really get into it in a major way. The challenges include the lack of awareness of the government initiatives, the lack of skilled manpower, the lack of infrastructure which is required in terms of roads, the lack of proper integration of the multimodal transport, the lack of energy saving systems which should be in place. We see a lot of voltage fluctuations, non-availability of electricity, power in the villages, the lack of rural connectivity, which is actually the main source of the produce, the lack of proper export facilities which we can have to develop the industry.
We thank all the delegates, distinguished speakers, also the government policy makers who have joined this very important conference on future of cold chain infrastructure in India. Most of the speakers and also delegates agreed that now we need to look to our villages where we have to create a rural hub to spoke centers because ultimately what we need to do is to really see the low cost solutions to create a seamless connectivity in India. And we thank everyone who have joined this conference, and we invite all your suggestions that may be given to the Government of India for policy interventions.